Hello and welcome back, everybody, to F123 My Team Career Mode. This is Season 2, Episode 1, as we're ready to take on the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Quick notice, as you can see in front of you a few seconds ago, is that our car is third worst. Is that? Yeah, third worst. It seems like our efforts in trying to save, quote unquote, save our developments from the previous season didn't help that much, as we dropped a lot of or lost a lot of performance. Sorry, not dropped. I lost a lot of performance. Also, a few changes on the grid. Hulkenberg retired. Maybe, possibly. He retired. De Vries went for the Haas seat. We signed Yuki Tsunoda for our second seat on the team. As a result of that, Hauger has left the team, obviously, because we signed Tsunoda instead, and went to Alpha Tauri. So, like, it's a bit similar to how real F1 goes, as he is a Red Bull Junior, Dennis Hauger. He is. What am I saying? I follow him on Instagram. I know everything about him. Not really. But yeah, a decent Q1 lap was happening in the background as we send it faster than everyone else despite our garbage car. Now, my reason, I believe the reason is, sorry, I'm trying to find the right words to say. But yeah, I feel like the reason why we were able to set a very good lap time is because of the high speed nature of the track. And I mean, I don't think, if you caught a glimpse of it for a second at the beginning of the video, you could still see that our engine is one of the more powerful ones on the grid compared to the rest. I think it's like third, fourth best, which is still a good, considering other factors as well. Maybe the other teams are sandbagging in the first few parts of qualifying because they know they can guarantee a Q3 appearance, so they're just holding back a little bit, and then in Q3 they just like punch us in the stomach and have us sitting at the bottom of the Q3 I'm stuck. Anyway, Tsunoda didn't make it, but our ex-teammate did. It's a bit embarrassing because I thought I signed the better driver here. Come on, man. Come on, Yuki. You can't be doing me like this, man. I mean, it's the car. I'm pretty sure it's the car. He's not used to it yet. It's his first time in this kind of car, which is doo-doo, garbage. I can't believe I said doo-doo in one of my recordings. Garbage. But at the same time, it's a fast one. It's a fast shit box. It's not quick. It's fast. So it will take 2 years to reach top speed. But when it reaches top speed, nothing can stop it. That's how it is. It's like it's like annoying the chubby guy in school. It's like he will take a long time catching up to you, but when he gets to his maximum speed, there's no stopping him, bro, because obvious reasons. I am not fat shaming, by the way. I am just trying to make or create analogies that would hopefully make sense to my audience. You guys are the audience. But anyway, Q2, we already went on one lap. This is our first lap in Q2, around the final corner. Pretty decent lap if I'm being honest with you, as we go second behind George Russell, and we went on only one run, which somehow we were confident enough to not go on a second run, and that gives us just enough breathing room to sneak into 8th position in Q2, and now we are in Q3 with this car, which shouldn't be in Q3. I wonder what I did. maybe bribed a few of the drivers to slow down, or maybe they're just not 100% focused, which is another possibility here. You could find that Red Bull being knocked out in Q1, Perez. Uh, I'm a bit salty about last season, 2023 season, that is. Not salty, but like not. I guess you could say disappointed, because there wasn't really a championship challenge, like compared to 2021. No, not 20. Yeah, 2021. 2021 was a perfect example of an amazing championship battle between two titans, Hamilton and Verstappen. Yeah, it was controversial and everything, but like, it gave us the entertainment that we were longing for the last, from that time anyway. I don't know how many years. I can't count. 7 seasons, 8 seasons, 8 seasons. Because 2014, 2018, 2021, 8 constructors championships for Mercedes. On the other hand, now we thought Perez would be like, oh, he's gonna be a very good title challenger. There's gonna be a title battle between two teammates here, and yeah, it didn't happen. It was a bit disappointing, but in the end, Red Bull are gonna be dominating for the next few seasons. That's my prediction. But anyway, our second run in Q3, we hit a very good lap.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves once again of our top 3: Hamilton, Norris, and Fernando Alonso. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Fernando Alonso, the owner driver, Perez, Verstappen, Sainz, Russell, Leclerc, Ocon, Gasly, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Bottas, Hauger, Albon, Tsunoda, Joe, Magnussen, De Vries, Théo Pourchaire, and Logan Sargent. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Alright, so the teams that have changed are Haas, Alpha Tauri, and Williams, and our team. The rest of the grid has stayed the same. So we have one rookie in Théo Pourchaire. That's it. Right? I'm pretty sure. I rewatched that grid sequence or whatever it is like 10 times. How am I in P4? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I did end up in P4 in Q3. I qualified Q. I qualified P4 in Q3. Never mind. I'm a bit stupid.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Anyway, yeah, we are ready to go racing once again. It's 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go as Hamilton gets a very good getaway off the line. Alonso gets a good getaway as well, as he is ready to take position away from Lando Norris, who drops down to 4th position. Perez in 5th. As that's your top 5. Hamilton is now a very substantial lead, if I do say so myself, of already 1 second, so he's pulling ahead. My car Definitely. I mean, on the medium tires, we're not on the faster tires here. As Alonso now is gonna try to maybe look for a move down the inside of turn 13, but he doesn't do that. He just stays behind us. As right now, I'm pretty much just holding up the rest of the pack and giving Hamilton all the breathing room that he wants from this. As already he's up 2 seconds, as now Alonso is now side by side on the fast and twisty part of the track, as we go off track and cede position to Lando Norris, and we are back in 4th place, and we have Perez behind, very close behind. Norris looked for a move around the outside on the final corner, but didn't commit to it and stayed behind him. As now Hamilton, a 2.3 second gap as we begin our second lap. Lando Norris down the inside of Alonso, as he takes second place and gets it back from the beginning. A very fiery start, I would say, to this Grand Prix, as now near the end of lap 2 we are in the slipstream of Fernando Alonso. We're getting very close to that Aston, as we're gonna try to make a move down into turn 1 on Fernando Alonso. Not Lando Norris. I'm not gonna kamikaze dive bomb into turn 1, dive bombing 2 cars, as round the outside we go of Fernando Alonso, and we are in 3rd place now. As updates on the rest of the field, our teammate is in last, fighting with an Alpha Tauri. Sainz overtook Perez, and that's everything I could give, really. Nothing I would have paid attention to at the back of the grid. But anyway, yeah, it's Lando Norris next on the list of drivers to overtake. He is on the hard tire. We are on the faster tire ourselves, using the mediums. But yeah, Alonso very close behind with the soft tire. Makes sense. He is on the grippier tire, so he should have the most grip while chasing us round these corners. As now Lando Norris right before the final corner. We have DRS enabled, as this is lap 3 of the race, so this is gonna be a very simple overtake, hopefully, into turn 1. Are we gonna go inside or outside? That's the question. Lando Norris covers the outside line. We go inside from all the way back, a bit deep off Mr. Apex, but like, it doesn't matter, as we're now in 2nd place ahead of Lando Norris, which was part of the plan. Yeah, I don't know why I said it like that, but anyway, lap 4 now. A bit of overspeed over here, as we mess up our line through those corners over there. I believe turns 6 through 10. Anyway, what's this? Where are we? Yeah, final corner now. Lap 4, end of lap 4. Lando Norris had a look around the outside, but stays behind us, and more importantly behind us on the detection point line. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that thing where it detects if you're close enough for DRS within the DRS zone. And yeah, as a result, Lando Norris makes the move into turn 1 and is into 2nd place now. I think it's right about the time for these tires to start losing a little bit of performance. We still didn't hit the cliff of performance yet, where we just drop off completely and lose 10 seconds of time every lap. It's still there. We still have performance. It's just that the hards are probably just as good as the mediums, and therefore now, with McLaren being the better car, able to make use of the hard tires being as good as the mediums at this stage of the race. As now we're gonna maybe look for a move down the inside of turn 1 with DRS, We are now still side by side going into turn 4, but we managed to inch ahead, and we are now gonna go into these corners single file line. As I mean, it's gonna be crazy if someone tries to go for an overtake here. There's no overtakes in that section of the track in this video, just saying. I'm not trying to foreshadow anything here. But yeah, Hamilton now 6-second gap ahead, mainly thanks to me and my slow race car. Again, it's a similar problem to what I used to have in or what I had in Qatar, and I would also say in at Vegas the previous season, where I lacked race pace even though I had a very good one lap car. Or maybe that's just me, I don't know. Now I'm trying to get at as it could be me, it could be the race car, but like anyway, Lando Norris now inside line going into the final corner with DRS, but he made a little teeny mistake, as I believe I crossed the line, DRS detection line before he did, or sorry, after he did, sorry. That means I have DRS going into turn 1, and this time round the outside. Lap 7, we do not make the move stick as we bang wheels over there. My front left with his rear right. We touched, and that caused me to lose some control over the car, as now Lando Norris goes into the pitch for his pit stop. I would say he could have went longer on those hard tires. As you can see, my pit window is now, and you can see how beaten up my front tires are. And by the end of the lap, right before I come in to box, we're already at 40 and 41% on our front tires. So this is a very front heavy track, obviously, with a lot of twisty corners, high speed twisty corners. It's bound to be high front degradation. I mean, it's not as like big difference between the front and rears, but it's there, it's noticeable, as right now we box for the hard tire to the end of the race, as Lando Norris goes ahead. Well, he was ahead of us at the pit stops, but that also means that we won't be able to get close to him just yet, as going out for a lap longer did not help with our worn out tires. It's Perez now who's behind us as we exited the pit, and with DRS he makes an overtake in the squiggly section of the track, as we almost lose control over here and almost went into the wall, as now Albon takes the opportunity to overtake us, and we drop down to 8th place. Leclerc is side by side with us going into the final corner. We make contact over there. I wonder if Leclerc lost the front wing, but Russell is fighting with him as a result of our contact, making we slowed down Leclerc going into the final corner, and that invited Russell to attack him going into the final corner and maybe try and overtake going into the final corner. Yeah, the final corner is a very good overtaking spot, guys. Anyway, squiggly section of the track once again. DRS on Alexander Albon as we go round the outside of turn 25. I would like to believe that's turn 25. I'm not very familiar with the topographical view of the circuit, but I'm confident enough to at least try and be right. Anyway, now it's Perez ahead of us. Did he pit? I find it hard to believe that Perez pitted, but either way, what was it? Yeah, we had DRS on Perez going into turn 1, but we were too far behind to be able to make a move. But with time, I think we I don't even know what lap that was when I tried to make a move on Perez, but later in the race, 4 seconds have been added between my position and Perez's position in 5th, so there's 4 seconds in between us. Anyway, Albon is he close behind, or is he 2.4 seconds behind? I'm not so sure. But either way, we are now focusing on this battle for the last podium position. Hamilton and Norris pretty much guaranteed first and second, as Alonso is now currently occupying 3rd place, with Verstappen and Perez in 4th and 5th. The Red Bull pair, this season would be a very tough season for the Red Bull team, as they don't have the best car anymore, unlike real life, where they have a freaking particle accelerator as an engine. But like, it is what it is, as now with DRS, no moves being made, as we turn our attention to Lewis Hamilton, who is about, I would like to say, 14 seconds ahead of that battle that was happening between Alonso and Verstappen. Hamilton crosses the line to become a race winner once again, 104th win. Oh, no, he won last season. I'm not so sure how many wins he has in my F1 universe, but now Verstappen looking for a move round the outside, going into the final corner. Alonso crucially behind at the detection point. That could definitely cost Max Verstappen a podium over here, as Alonso is gonna cross the line. No, he doesn't cross the line in 3rd. He crosses it in 2nd place, as we cross the line in 6th place. Pretty decent race. Good start to the season. New video coming out next week. Make sure to like and subscribe. Anyway, that was a very decent race, I would say. We lost positions from the start, but I would say a good race overall. If I didn't lose control over my car, where Alex Albon overtook me, then I feel like we could have had a better result here, maybe even a podium, if I was gonna manage to stick with the 2 Red Bulls and Alonso.
Giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. So let's review the drivers' standings. Lewis Hamilton takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes move to the top of the table. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. New video next week, episode 2. Hopefully next week anyway. Yeah, see you guys in the next one.